Ms. Dabula, let me just ask an open-ended question. If I say frontline states, what comes to mind and what can you say in relation to that?
So now this is about the people. We have this Freedom Charter where Operation Dudula is entrenching the Freedom Charter that says people shall govern. And currently we don't have leaders. We are on autopilot, and that's where Operation Dudula comes in.
No, I'm asking about frontline states.
Frontline states. So this is about. Are you now taking this together with?
If I say to you frontline states, from a historical perspective, what comes to mind as we have this conversation?
The frontline states, I would believe it's about the people in power.
He obviously is a frontline state. Okay. She obviously doesn't know what a frontline state is.
Peace and Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. And we're back at it again with another one. Welcome back to King Said So. And today we are talking about Mrs. Dabula from Operation Dudula, who did not know what is a frontline state. The whole of South Africa is going crazy about this. And we have to give our opinion as King Said So. So that we can come to a better view onto what is happening. Let me start by saying, many of you did not know what the frontline state are up until you heard that she does not know. Some of you went to Google and you Google about it and you checked what is going on. And when you understood that, okay, this is countries that were standing together with with South Africa, with Mozambique, with Zimbabwe in difficult times, the SADC countries that were, defending or giving aid to other countries that were struggling, especially with South Africa, with the apartheid situation that we faced here, we needed assistance and aid from other countries. Many of you did not know. Many of you knew that concept, but you did not know the name of the concept. President of the Operation Dudula had absolutely no idea what was being asked. And South Africans are not laughing. I hope South Africans are not laughing at the fact that she did not know that. South Africa are laughing at the fact that she pretended as if she knew, and started answering nonsense. Now, to be humble and say, frontline state, I'm not sure what you're referring to. What do you mean? I think the presenter would have said, no, we mean countries that assisted South Africa, blah, blah, blah. But when you are operating in Operation Dudula, this is a concept that you are going to run across when you face other African countries, especially Zimbabweans, especially the countries in SADC. Sometimes you hear it even from countries like Namibia that, hey, we assisted you guys when you guys were in trouble. Now you are kicking us out. It is a concept that she was supposed to grasp, and it's a concept that she's supposed to know. You understand? But the manner in which she answered it is, for me, it shows, man, with man. Politically, she's very empty. She's very empty. She's an empty vessel, but does not mean that she will not be able to learn and whatever. So, as a Pan-Africanist myself, I hope this is a learning curve for her, and she will come back and articulate with it. I hope the next video that she does, she will take it as a joke and say, hey guys, I was on TV and I did not know what frontline state was. I started answering things. Even though the things that she answered, she answered was not too far from the frontline state. It's just that she did not know what she was talking about. When she said, when you say frontline state, I'm thinking maybe the people should govern. That can also fall into the frontline state if she knew how to articulate it properly. She said people cannot be oppressed by a system of a country. The people of that country must be governed. If they are not given the freedom to govern, then the other countries can support in terms of military training, in terms of exile and all of those things. She could have articulated that also. Even with the Freedom Charter, you can twist it around and make it form part of the frontline state if you know how to play with words. But unfortunately, she didn't. Now, or when it comes to a patrioticness to one another as African, because an African child has got their own, has got only themselves to run to. When we say African child, you are alone. This is what we mean. When you yourself are busy doing other things and that put Africans into bad light, or you're doing other activities in the community, when it is your turn to be ridiculed or to be made a joke, Africans will not have mercy on you. If a question has been asked to a South African born white politician to say, what do you know about Umkhonto? What do you know about Izoletu or whatever? And that politician mumbles and fumbles because they don't know our language. We will not ridicule them. In fact, we will assist them in understanding the question. But because it is our own and it is an English language that we are speaking on, our people then turn around and make it a joke with this person. And like I said, I don't think they're making a joke that she does not know what frontline state is, because I totally believe many South Africans have went and Googled it after they saw the clip. I promise you that much. And I see many people are not saying that. Many people are coming out on social media and acting as if they have known this for years. How can she not know that? That's what you are taught in grade 4. In which grade 4 were you taught about the frontline state? If you didn't study history, you probably did not know the concept of frontline state. You probably didn't. If you're not deep in politics, you probably also did not know. You went and Googled it now, and now because our sister, she's not liked in the public eye, we know Dudula is doing very bad even in elections, in by-elections there in Soweto. It does not mean that now we must now turn her into a joke. They are looking at us, but look at them, how they are laughing at one of their own for not understanding a concept that is in English. If it was put in her language, in isiZulu or Kasipedi or Kasitswana, I think she would have understood the question much better and she would have answered it better. And this is not me defending her. This is me defending Africans who want to use, I don't want to say English as a measure of intelligence, because it's not that. It's a concept that she did not know and she answered nonsense, and she was supposed to just ask, what do you mean by that? And I think the presenter would have explained it a little bit to her. For me, that's all. There's nothing to it. It's not a joke for me. It shows I'm not going to measure her intelligence on that, but I can tell you that her knowledge of politics is very limited because of not knowing that basic concept that revolves around the issue of Dudula. It revolves around that, working with other SADC countries, working with neighboring countries and all of those things. It revolves around that. It's a concept that she's supposed to know, but just because she does not know it, it does not mean her politics is limited. It's limited to Mabahambe, it's limited to passport, ID and all of her politics is very limited. Does not mean that she will not grow. Does not mean that she will not be a better person. How she's going to come out and answer because other people will ask her, how did you not know what frontline state is? And I hope she sees this video from King Said So, I hope she's gonna come out and say, hey, I did turn myself into a joke and into an embarrassment, but I apologize to my Dudula people. And now I understand what Frontline State is, and then articulate herself in that concept and then bring it back so that they can play the clip where she fumbled and play the clip where now she's articulating herself better. That's it. It's life. It's life. And that is what my mother taught me. My mother always taught me, don't be afraid to ask. And my mother always said, my mother, when I was young, when I did not know something, I would say, on my schoolwork. And my mother was like, no, don't be afraid to be wrong. Say something. Let me hear how your thinking patterns is going. Don't say Akitsibi. When you say Akitsibi, I can't help you because you are not saying anything. Say something, then I'll tell you no. But why would you mix tires with I don't know, with gardening, for example, just for the example's sake, and then I will just say something. So and then my mother will see how my thinking capacity is, and then she will then correct me. There's nothing wrong in saying I don't know, people, and there's nothing wrong in saying the wrong answer. And I think also the opportunity was with the two gentlemen that was there, especially the gentleman that stood up and said clearly she does not know what Frontline State is. He was supposed to say, let me assist you, my sister. Frontline State is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you, and I'm speaking under correction, maybe that correction did happen, but from the small clip that we are seeing that is going online, let's not take that opportunity as Africans to ridicule and make someone a joke and embarrass her further than she has embarrassed herself. She was already embarrassed herself. Let's not then continue as Africans to do that. And unfortunately, that's the type of mentality of Pan-Africanist we must have. We must defend one of our own and say, listen, she is wrong. Just the way we are defending some of our African brothers that she's fighting, her also as an African child, we will defend her as well. I mean, that is my own opinion. I hope to hear what you guys have to say on the comment section. But don't pretend as if you know all the concepts and everything. You'll be asked many questions and concepts that you don't know about, and someone who knows it will ask themselves, why don't you know this concept? In fact, we have seen it with many politicians in the past before. Thank you so much, guys. I just wanted to share because someone said they're waiting for my opinion on this. This is my opinion. She embarrassed herself, but it is a point of learning, and she can correct it by coming and bringing out the humor out of it, because South African is a humoric country, if there is such a word. If she comes and says, you guys, I really embarrassed myself, but I apologize. My fellow comrades from Dudula educated me, and they said Frontline State is this, and this is our position when it comes to Frontline State. Done. But you have to humble yourself as a human being. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do that. There's peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.